6th grade news.
Boo!
I can't wait for you to see all the segments we have in store for you today.
To get our show up and running, we have Kaylee, Riley, and Nora with fun things to do in fall.
Welcome to the Fall Hall of Fun Things to Do. I'm Nora. I'm Kaylee. And I'm Riley. Time for some cool crafts. Time for some cozy decorations. Time for some spooky treats. Step is to obviously wash your hands. First, we have to preheat the oven at 350. Now that we put the wrappers in the cupcake pan, now you're going to have to start mixing the ingredients together. First, you have to add the cake mix to the bowl. Now it's time for a half of a cup of oil. Now it's time to put the 3 eggs in. Now that we have all ingredients inside of the bowl, now it's time to mix. This is what it should look like when you're done mixing. Now we have to pour the cupcake batter into the cupcake pan. I recommend using a measuring cup to help you with this. Okay, so you're going to want to fill the measuring cup up with the batter, and you might want to scrape it across the side here to get the drippiness off. Then you're going to want to fill the cupcake up with the batter about halfway. Not fully, or it will be messed up. And then you just keep going until you're done. This is what they look like when you're done. Now you have to bake them in the oven to 20 to 23 minutes. It's your decision. You might want to get your parents to do this step. Now that we have to wait anyways, it's time to clean up. Now we have to take the cupcakes out of the oven. They're going to be hot, so you might want your parents to do this as well. These are what they should look like when they're done. Now you have to wait 10 to 15 minutes to let them cool before you ice them. Time to ice the cupcakes. I'm using purple icing. Gotta get way more icing than that. Now it's time for the sprinkles. I'm only gonna sprinkle half of the cupcakes. Last step, enjoy. And there you have it, some spooky treats for this holiday season. Have a great spooky season! Nice job.
job, girls. You really showcased all the fun things about fall.
For our next segment, we have Cole, AJ, and Avi to tell us all about Halloween cuisine.
Hi, my name is AJ,
I'm Avi,
And I'm Cole.
and welcome to Halloween Cuisine.
where we will share tricks for good treats.
The first food we're showing is a classic pumpkin pie.
The first trick for this pumpkin-y treat is using honey whipped cream topping.
A lot of people say this is a great combo.
Who knew this was so good on pumpkin pie?
The next treat is caramel apple.
One of the best apples for caramel apples are Granny Smith's.
Their toppings are M&Ms, nuts, and sprinkles.
Caramel apples are delicious.
They're starting to make me feel hungry. That's all for this segment. Cute little cupcakes have turned into spooky ghosts due to the Halloween season.
Their cupcakes turned into ghosts and pumpkins.
The easiest way to make them is by putting them into a mold.
These cute things have taken over. We have other pumpkin-based ideas in foods.
The great thing to do with your pumpkin seeds is to give them to the wildlife.
Pumpkin bread is a great thing to make. It tastes really good with some apple cider.
Pumpkin foods are great around this season. And another food is good hot pumpkin.
Another good idea is roasting your pumpkin seeds.
That's it. We're all done.
Hope you enjoy our part.
Thanks for watching our new show segment about spooky treats and what you can do to spice them up.
All that cuisine looks so good. Next up, Kira and Josie are going to inform us about what animals do in the fall.
Have you ever wondered what happens to animals in the fall?
I'm Kira.
And I'm Josie.
Today we are going to be talking about 4 different kinds of animals that change in the fall. Bats are a rare thing to see, so if we don't see them a lot, what happens to them in the fall? In the fall, bats turn brown, they are plump and ready to take a long winter's nap. Their activity in October tends to slow down, but they have been known to fly in November during the warm-up in the weather. Sometimes brown bats hibernate in attics because of the temperature. It is usually 35 to 40 degrees up in attics, and that is perfect hibernating weather for bats.
The true hibernators of fall. Very interesting, actually. They also have an effect on spring as well. Can you guess what they are? You got it. They're groundhogs. One interesting fact about them is that their heart rate and body temperature drop dramatically in the winter. But when spring comes, it goes back up and they begin to hibernate. Wow, bats and groundhogs are really cool. But now it's time to talk about bears. Bears are more than just vicious and mean. They're actually really fascinating. Bears tend to eat and drink a lot during the fall. They go on non-stop. They need to gain weight for when they hibernate. This process is called hyperphagia. This is a process of abnormally increased appetite for food and liquid in the fall. In the fall, these bears are very active. This really gives people a chance to see them in action. But don't feed the bears. If bears eat human food, they can lose their preference of natural food sources.
Hold up, you forgot something. Also, they can start to give into their fear of humans and try to be bigger and better. One thing that happens to bears in the fall is they start to hibernate or den. They normally do this when it gets closer to winter. How long hibernating is for the bears depends on the location. This can make hibernating from a few days to a few months. Hope you hibernate well, bears!
PU, when you think of skunks, you think of stink. Well, we're here to tell you that skunks are more than just stinky creatures. Skunks do not hibernate, yet they can sleep for a week or 2 in the winter, when most of the other animals are sleeping. In the winter, they are on a lookout for a warm shelter. This is pretty much a big competition because all the other animals are looking for it as well.
Those animals include woodchucks, raccoons, rabbits, chipmunks, and possums. Just like bears, skunks can eat an entire village if they wanted to. They can eat and drink a ton during the fall. Also, at this time of year, skunks will be looking to mate with another skunk. At last, fall and winter have passed, and they enter into the rainy spring. Hope you enjoyed this segment. See you next time on Straight Outta 6th Grade News.
Wow, who knew all of these fall animals could be so interesting?
Speaking of fall, what does Halloween wear in their pumpkin carving? For our next segment, we have Tyler, Alex, Ben, Damon, and Acacia to show us some pumpkin carving fun.
Me and Mr. Tiny Pumpkin. Now it's time to rate the 3 pumpkins we carved over fall break. Third place is the art pumpkin. The reason why? Well, it just looks like it has a ton of scratches on it. That really doesn't make it look like a pumpkin face.
Okay, in second place we have the Blue and Star Defense Pumpkin made by Alex. The reason why it ranks over the art one is because it's a pretty creative idea from a video game known as Blue and Star Defense 6. And the reason why it's not in first is because the carving kind of sucks.
Okay, and then first place is the skeleton Garfield. It didn't come quite like it was supposed to, but it's still really good and definitely above the basic Balloon Tower Defense 6 Monkey Tower. Still a good carving, but a little more basic than the Garfield one. And then we have the art one that's just a ton of scrapes, and you can see from the photos why this skeleton Garfield is above everything. That is our rankings.
Thanks for watching our rankings. Come back next news show.
Thank you. I loved all of your unique pumpkins. Next up, we have Isla, Aaron, and Hayden with Halloween movies.
Hi, my name is Isla, and my group's topic is Best Halloween Movies for Older Kids. I'm Aaron, and the movie I suggest is Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus came out in 1993 and stars Omri Katz as Max Dennison. Hocus Pocus is about 2 teenagers and a younger sister who go into a house that supposedly belonged to a group of 3 witches many, many years ago. Unfold, the group goes into a house and explores. While exploring, one of them sees three women walking towards the house. They quickly hide and watch as the 3 of them come inside and reveal themselves to be witches. With Max's quick thinking, he turns on the water sprinklers and melts the witches. The group runs out, and before they leave, Max grabs a mysterious book. We find out that the book is very important to the witches, and until they find a solution, these witches will be chasing them forever. Will they escape? My name is Isla, and my movie is It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. It's not an older kids movie, but it's a great one. It's a Halloween classic. It is about Charlie Brown thinking there's a pumpkin man person.
Hi, I'm Hayden, and the movie I will be talking about is The Nightmare Before Christmas. This movie shows a tall skeleton man in a town that is based around Halloween, who follows his ghost dog into the nearby forest. He then discovers a tree leading him to the North Pole. When he makes it back, he got the idea to try and make his town like the North Pole because he was so inspired by it. He ends up destroying his town and his people's behavior there. How will he fix things in his town?
Thank you for watching our segment.
I can't wait to watch all of these Halloween movies. To continue our show, we have Kaylee and Kaylin on Halloween costumes based on books and movies.
Costume is Baby from Dirty Dancing, and it's literally the simplest costume ever. All you have to do is just wear your normal clothes.
is a simple black cat costume that is just, you need black pants, a black shirt, cat ears, and really you only need that, but you can get a cat kit which comes with a headband, a bow tie, and the best part of all, a tail at Walmart for just like $3.
For our last segment, we have Sam, Bryce, Grant, and Jack to tell us all about the best Halloween candy.
Hello, I am Sam.
And I am Bryce.
And we are going to talk to you about the top 10 Halloween candies. Starting with number 10, Mike and Ike's.
Well, Mike and Ike's are a fruit flavored candy, and in my opinion, all fruit flavored candies are like the best.
I also think they are a top 10 Halloween candy. Next, number 9, Kit Kats.
Kit Kats are. What are we supposed to say about Kit Kats?
Okay, I'm not a fan of Kit Kats, but I think everyone likes Kit Kats, and they are a chocolate candy, and you can't go wrong with chocolate. So, what do you think, Bryce?
I don't like Kit Kats that much, but they're okay. They're pretty good.
Number 8, Smarties. I love Smarties. What do you think, Bryce?
They are great. They're amazing.
They can go with any day, any time, and you can just eat them anywhere. Number 7, Skittles.
Skittles, the taste the rainbow. It's amazing.
Yes, the slogan just makes it everything better. It's a very good candy. Number 6, Hershey's.
Another chocolate candy on the top 10 list.
Yes, I agree. It is a very good candy. Now we are into the number 5, starting with Twix.
Twix is really good. The caramel is amazing. And Sam, what do you have to say about Twix?
I have always loved Twix. They are personally my favorite candy. I just think the mixture of caramel and chocolate just makes everything better. Number 4, Snickers.
Well, I've never actually had Snickers because I'm allergic to peanuts, but
I think they are a very good candy with mixture of the caramel, the chocolate, the peanuts. It just makes all of the mixture together makes it a very good candy. We are into the number 3 now, starting with Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch Kids, I love sour candies. They are amazing. And Sam, what do you have to say about Sour
I think that I like the variation of all the flavors and how good they all taste. My personal favorites are the red and blue. Number 2, we are down there now. That was not very smooth. But number 2, candy corn.
Either you love candy corn or you hate candy corn. It's a mixed relationship.
I personally love candy corn. It is one of the best Halloween candies ever created. You can hate it, but I don't care. I love candy corn. We are down to the number 1 candy, and that number 1 candy is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Sadly, once again, I'm allergic to peanuts, so I can't have Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, I think, are one of the single best candies ever made in the history of candy. I just think the mixture of peanut butter and chocolate and the size just depends, but they are one of the best candies ever made.
And those are the best candies.
Yes, these are the best candies of the Halloween season. I'm Bryce. Sam. I'm Sam. This is Bryce.
Yum, all of that candy looks so good. I can't wait to see it for the Halloween festivities. Now it's time for a new part in News Show called the Best Segment Award. In this part of News Show, we will be giving an award to the group who had the best segment. The segment must be entertaining and interesting. Okay, so this is the best segment award. It's a traveling trophy. So once the next news show goes out, whoever wins will get the traveling trophy. So the best segment award goes to... Come on, please! But basically in the fall! Yay! Come up here, guys. Come up. Here's your traveling trophy. Now, post. Oh my gosh! Thank you. The camera. King Peppa,
Amazing. All right, thank you guys.
And that wraps up our second episode of Straight Out of 6th Grade News.
We hope you enjoyed all of our segments and have a great spooky season.
Happy Halloween!